What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Chaz. I'm back again with another video. Today we're gonna see a gold digger get caught. Well, at least I'm so sorry. The camera. Okay, we're gonna see if we're gonna catch a gold digger today. So this is a guy. His name is Sergio, and his channel is called UD. Is UDY. That's literally the name of his channel. So it says right here, we bought her a Ferrari to see if she would dump her boyfriend for it. So we're going to see if this man, Sergio, catches a gold digger. I've seen some of the previous videos, and some of them are really, really good. So we're gonna see what happens. Let's hope this guy does not get dumped over a Ferrari. Let's hope. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on the gram, link in the description down below. And you guys should also know I'm coming back with my story time when I was on a CTI trip. So just be ready for that video. It's coming in real soon. I'm sorry I took so long for it. It's coming real soon. I just have a lot on my plate at the moment. But I won't be doing like in the world me like to do the story time. I'm going to start doing my animation story time. That'll be coming real soon. I don't know how long it will take me to get finished with it, but just be ready for it. So I'm not gonna hold you guys back anymore. Let's get into this video.
This is Evan Paul Motor Cars. It's a premier exotic car dealership in Orange County. And this is Kat. She's the general manager at Evan Paul.
Okay, so this is what you would actually be signing. We just need your autograph here, here, here.
And this right here is my friend Yokes. And he's actually about to sign his name to own a car worth over $250,000. I'm not kidding, he really is. And I'm just there to encourage him.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
There it is. Woo. Perfect.
But what Yokes just did is not as important as to why he did it. So that being said, before we proceed any further, you guys have to understand what exactly the reasoning behind all of this is. Look guys, there's no arguing or denying it. Money makes this world go round. But what's always going to be more valuable than money is time. And that's because you can always make more money, but you're never going to be able to get more time. So I guess you can say the biggest L that you can possibly take in this life is when you waste both your money and your time on someone who doesn't really care about you. So that's why today we're going to help this guy named Dylan figure out if his girlfriend Aaliyah is a gold digger. Now, Dylan doesn't really think that Aaliyah is with him for his money, but he is afraid that she might leave him for someone else who has more money. And he would much rather find out now rather than spend who knows how much time with her, only for the inevitable to happen. And so that's where Yokes comes in. He's gonna be the one to go up to Aaliyah, show her some money, and then see if she ends up dumping her boyfriend Dylan to go on a date with him. But Yokes isn't just gonna ask Aaliyah on a date the minute he walks up to her. That's just straight up weird, creepy, and frankly, any girl will say no to a guy who does that, especially if she doesn't know him. But that's exactly why we're dividing this test into 3 phases. Those phases are the introduction phase, the flash phase, and the date phase. In the introduction phase, Yokes will simply introduce himself to Aaliyah. In the flash phase, Yokes will flash money to her. And in the date phase, he will finally ask her on a date. We're currently in the introduction phase, and so far, everything is going as planned. Hours before this moment right here, we texted Dylan and told him exactly what park to bring Aaliyah to and exactly what table to sit at with her. Once we arrived to the park and we saw that he had brought her exactly where we wanted her, we then hid behind the restrooms, made sure we had a clear angle, and then began setting up our main camera.
Buy some final touches, just in case. Just in case, you never know.
So with our main camera now on them, we then texted Dylan to make up the excuse that he needs to use the restroom. This would result in him coming to us and leaving Aaliyah there on her own.
As soon as he starts walking over here, Yokes, you're gonna go, Denzi, you're gonna walk, okay? And he is making up his excuse. He's coming. All right.
With Dylan now on his way towards us, we send off both Denzel and Yokes towards Aaliyah. And in simultaneous fashion, Dylan makes it to me while Yokes and Denzel continue their approach on their target.
Okay, you have to stay hiding against the wall.
Denzel sits comfortably on a table next to Aaliyah while secretly providing us with a second camera angle. Now all we gotta do is wait for Yokes to introduce himself to her. Dylan will also be listening to everything that Yokes will be saying to his girlfriends because Yokes and I are connected onto a phone call. So now that you guys know everything, it's time to watch this phase play out.
Hi. Sorry, I don't mean to bother you. Do you have a minute? Okay, I know this is really random, but
I just bought a scratcher at the gas station.
and I don't have a quarter to scratch it off. I was wondering if you had a quarter I could borrow.
So we had Yokes introduce himself to Aaliyah by asking her to borrow a quarter to scratch a scratcher that he bought at the gas station. But the thing is, the scratcher that Yokes will be scratching is not an ordinary scratcher. It's actually a winning scratcher that we bought online, but it's totally fake. But to the unsuspecting eye, this thing looks really legit.
I don't have a quarter, but I got
You got
some
some?
pennies. You choose.
Cool, let's try it out. Thank
Lucky
you.
penny.
Saving my life. My name is Yokes, by the way.
Oh, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, nice to meet you.
Alright, let's see if we won, yeah?
What the heck? Okay, so he's scratching the scratcher. Okay.
Alright, so.
Is he gonna win? I forget exactly how much, but yeah, he's gonna win. Here, hang on to this. I'm gonna check on the camera. I swear to God.
So Yoke scratches the fake winning ticket with the penny that Aaliyah provided him with. And of course, because she doesn't know that the ticket is fake, she is about to be in for a huge surprise.
Yo.
Your acting gotta be on point.
Wait a second. No way.
What?
Look it, look it, look it, look it.
Wait,
Lucky number 1, right there.
Aaliyah has now grabbed the ticket from Yokes, and she is either reading its rules, making sure Yokes actually won, or if she's smart, making sure that the ticket is actually real.
He just won. He just scratched off the ticket.
What?
How much does it say I won?
$350,000.
So it seems Aaliyah is buying into our lie. She is now believing that Yokes is a rich man.
No way.
Wait. I just
Let me
gave you
see.
that penny, so I totally had to get a piece of that.
Wait, let me see if I heard that right.
No
Wait.
way.
I just
Let me
gave you
see.
that penny, so I totally had to get a piece of that.
Okay, that right there, guys, is like the first sign that Aaliyah might actually fail this test.
I totally had to get a piece of that.
She is money hungry, and Yokes notices this and capitalizes on it.
Yo, high five. Let's go. We got to do something fun with this money. Are you down?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, cool.
Dude, wait, is she gonna take the money?
Oh my God.
No, she.
Yeah,
I'm talking about her.
Here, let me get your phone number 1 second.
Yokes now hangs up the call with us to proceed to getting Aaliyah's number. But guys, please note, yes, Aaliyah might be money hungry, but that doesn't make her a gold digger yet.
Cool.
There you go.
Perfect.
No
Okay, I'm
way.
gonna cash this, and then I'm gonna call you and.
What is happening? Okay, we'll figure it out right now as soon as Yokes gets back here. Okay, come over here. Okay. Yeah. You're sweating? Why are you sweating? I don't know.
I know Dylan might be a little nervous, but there really isn't a reason for him to worry just yet. Yokes just caught Aaliyah's number because it's necessary for us to have it in order to move on to phase number 2 of this test. But with phase 1 now complete, he begins to make his way back up to us.
I hope I get some type of text explaining what just happened or something because I don't know what to expect.
I think it's a normal
I think it's a normal reaction.
Right?
for the
Like
most part.
the scratcher looks hella real. Did she question the integrity of it?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
She was really excited. She was excited. I think most people would be excited. So, no, I don't think there's anything to really think about just yet. We'll see. You know, when I call her back.
How are you feeling, Dylan? Are you I think I'm a little bit nervous, but right now I think it's kind of like a normal reaction. That's a lot of money.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So with Dylan on the same page as us that Aaliyah's actions don't mean anything yet, we can now send him back to hang out with her for the rest of the day. But to recap and summarize, guys, in this phase, Yokes introduced himself to Aaliyah in a friendly and approachable manner, and it piqued her interest, and thus it set us up perfectly to pull phase number 2 of this test.
Do you think she told him? You think she
Doesn't
told
look
him about
like
you?
it. It looked the same as when they started talking.
Hay una nueva forma de usar el celular. Se lo inventó Spectrum Mobile and we call it Spectrum Mobileando. Para que la pases texteando, navegando y cotorreando. Y non-stop streameando. Como a ti te gusta. Ahorrando y ahorrando. Datos, textos y llamadas ilimitadas.
And we're back.
So it's been a couple of days since we pulled phase number 1, and today we're supposed to be shooting phase number 2. However, we ran into a complication and a roadblock. Yokes, you want to tell the people what's been going on?
Yo, I have not been able to get a hold of Aaliyah for the last 2 days, and I don't even have confirmation yet of anything for today. I don't have confirmation from her.
That's right, guys. For some reason, Aaliyah has ghosted
read
Yokes
the
for
text.
2 days now,
And
which
that's
means
just-
phase number 2, the flash phase, is now compromised. So in this phase, we wanted Yokes to hang out with Aaliyah and then surprise her by taking her here, to Evan Paul Motor Cars. It's a car dealership with millions of dollars worth of exotic
I
cars.
know I
And
can
once they
never
were there,
afford those
Yokes was
cars
going to
anymore.
surprise Aaliyah even more by telling her he was going to buy her own Ferrari or Lamborghini with the money that he just won from the scratcher. They would then sit down and fill out all the paperwork to make the buy legit. But of course, just like the scratcher, buying the car would not be legit at all. And that's because Evan Paul Motor Cars is actually in on the test with us. But unfortunately, with Aaliyah
That's
not
crazy
responding
that
to
he-
Yokes
how he
anymore,
just
we can't
managed
fully
to
execute
get
this
this in on
phase.
it.
We can't even pull this phase, but what makes this even worse is that we can't even reschedule to shoot because the dealership is on such a tight schedule. It's pretty much now or never, Yokes. We have to pretty much do it a day because I don't think we should cancel with the company.
No, I think we gotta.
I think we should just definitely, as we go, we just come up with a plan B or something.
Yeah. Plus, I want to see those damn cars.
So with no way to reschedule to the dealership we had, but because we were almost certain that Aaliyah would not show up, we texted Dylan to not come either. Okay, so we've made it to Evan Paul Motor Cars. And this is where we wanted Yokes to originally bring Aaliyah and like pretend that he was gonna buy a car and buy her a car. They were gonna sign paperwork and everything, but unfortunately, she's been dodging him. So we're gonna send her like some Instagram stories, some pictures and everything of him, and hopefully we can get her attention again. So that's pretty much the plan B we came up with. Since Aaliyah couldn't be there to see the cars, we were gonna bring the cars to her.
Look, they have a Lamborghini Gold Wrap.
That's fire right there.
That is so awesome.
Hey.
Hi. Yes.
Sergio.
Sergio, right?
Yokes, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Guys, this is Kat. She's a general manager here, and she has so gracefully allowed us access
Thank
into
you for
letting us
visiting
use
us.
and see and go into these cars and everything.
Absolutely. So who's buying the car today?
That would be this guy right over here.
Only him.
It's just, well, he's not really buying it. You know that, right?
Understood.
Okay, come on. So Kat now takes us and grants us access to her most limited and expensive cars, each worth up to $500,000. Remember, guys, the plan is to take videos of these cars and make it seem as legit as possible that this guy is going to be buying one of these cars. And without further ado, we begin setting our plan B into motion.
Yo, Aaliyah, check this out. Green McLaren. I think this might be the one. It's a 720. I think I might spend the lottery money on this. What do you think?
First video down, many more to go.
Oh my God, this is like a race car. Second choice, Ferrari 458. It's got the red interior. This one's expensive, man.
Our goal in sending Aaliyah these videos is to get her to think that Yokes is actually going to buy himself a new whip with the money that he won from the scratcher. This place is low-key kind of depressing me. I can't afford any of these cars. So Aaliyah may or may not have come to her senses that meeting Yokes was actually too good to be true, and that's why she stopped messaging him. But hopefully, after receiving all of these videos, it sparks a much-needed reaction from her. This car's gonna be her mascot right here. This fits in perfectly. Like gold wrapped. We might have to get this one. Gotta pull out a bunch of credit cards, buy this thing.
The hardest part's getting in and out of these things, you know what I'm saying?
What we thought was a perfectly paved phase 2 ended up turning murky. However, we always try to find a way to tread the road and always stay optimistic. What are your thoughts on all this, cars?
I might be black because
lifestyle.
I'm always wearing black, but red's my
Or I mean, at least some of us always stay optimistic. So we're executing our plan to what I believe is flawless.
I've been sending her a bunch of Instagram stories. She has not responded yet. But who knows? She may be sleeping.
Should you like try FaceTiming her?
Do you think I should?
I think you probably should. Like you've heard, we've got a no response from Aaliyah over Instagram or text message, so we try FaceTiming her to see if we get lucky. But after 2 attempts and no answer on each one, it's really starting to seem like our luck's run out. So it is now time that we move on to our last resort.
Oh, wow.
This is the sec when I see you in this.
This is the one, I think.
With the help from General Manager Kat, we are now going to make a very legit looking video for Aaliyah of Yokes signing to buy the black Lamborghini.
This is if I can't assign this car or like a bank, then we can come repo the car. But since you're paying all cash today, we won't have that.
I'm going to pause the video just for a quick minute. All right, in the comments, I want you guys to tell me which one of those cars you've seen in this video you will want to have. Just tell me. Personally, I would want a Skyline, but if I had to choose from one of those cars that I just saw in there, I will also go for that black Lamborghini.
We did our best to make this look official and exhausted all of our ideas to try to get a reaction from Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Woo! Perfect.
That's it.
Is that good?
I think that looked official. I think that looks good.
With this final video now being sent to her, we now leave it completely up to her to see if she chooses to reply to Yokes or not. If she responds, then we find a way to move on to phase 3. But if she doesn't, it's safe to assume that Aaliyah is not a gold digger.
If she don't respond, that means we got no gold digger. Skip. Okay, let's see.
Guys, so Yokes is pretty much telling me that he's getting no response from her, like, at all and stuff. So at this point, we look desperate, and we're just going to call it. We're just going to end this test. This test is over. Aaliyah is not a gold digger. So, we got Yokes Supply, the man, the legends in the house. More importantly, though, we got a response from Aaliyah. What did she tell you? What did she tell you?
She said congratulations.
The other one.
Okay,
She said, I thought you were supposed to spend the money with me.
That was awesome.
And
What did you tell her?
No, I told her, I said, baby, there's a lot more money to spend for that.
So it seems our efforts have paid off. And I mean, I don't want to say it was the nice cars and the fact that Yoke supposedly bought himself a Lamborghini that made Aaliyah want to message him again, but I mean, it's plausible that that is the reason why.
She knows now, it's on.
Yes.
You're still in there, boy.
Yes, we got to phase 3, potentially.
Yes, we did.
Jokes is not going to be responsible for messaging her back and setting up a date where we're going to pull this phase number 3.
So going off of this message here that Yokes just sent to Leah, we ended up coming up with a strategic plan that is a little ridiculous, slightly elaborate, but very believable. In real life, Yokes is actually always around quality and luxury. So for the next 2 days, we're gonna have him indulge in a conversation with Aaliyah where he can share these old pictures that he has on his phone without coming off douchey. We're hoping to make Aaliyah believe that Yokes does in fact have more money than just what he won on the scratcher. And I would say because Yokes didn't overdo it, the plan worked like a charm. And so in due time, Yokes then sent her this message. Basically, he's offering to buy her a Ferrari. And yes, of course, we added more intricate details to the message to make it more believable. But at this point, guys, we highly suspect that Aaliyah believes that Yokes is actually a wealthy, successful guy. So we hope that she also believes that this isn't out of his element. And that message, of course, sparked a very long back and forth conversation that you guys can pause this video and read it if you really want to read it all. But pretty much Aaliyah didn't believe Yokes, thought it was a joke, and was questioning why Yokes would buy it for her. But in the end, thanks to Yokes' persistence, she ended up accepting the car, thus allowing us to finally pull phase number 3 of this test. Remember, this is where Yokes is finally asking Aaliyah on a date, and as you guys might have guessed, he's going to be doing so as he's giving her this new Ferrari. And so the schedule to meet. But what Aaliyah doesn't know is that everyone except the Ferrari will be at this meetup. Instead, taking its place will be this Toyota Corolla, which is actually Les's car. Shout out to our camera girl, Leslie. We honestly just felt it would be interesting to see how Aaliyah reacts in seeing the Corolla here instead of the Ferrari. Anyways, we got there early this time and chose to aim our cameras towards this direction because it was closest to the park entrance.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that she's going to pass the test?
At this point, probably a 5.4.
That's pretty low.
So Dylan has clearly lost some hope, but the thing is Aaliyah can still pass. All she has to do is just decline to go on a date with Yokes. But time ticks on and Yokes receives a call. Then he gives us a thumbs up, letting us know that it is Aaliyah and she is almost here. So into the car we go to hide while Yokes heads to the park entrance to meet her up.
So we got camera guy right there getting Yokes, and we got this camera right here as a second angle, just in case anything happens to the SD card or the battery over there or vice versa.
So we wanted to make the Corolla a surprise. So when Yokes meets up with Aaliyah, he's actually going to be blindfolding her.
I don't think our camera, I think he went too high up. I don't think our camera's going to be able to get him. Dang, we did not think of that at all.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, all Yokes is doing is meeting and blindfolding Aaliyah. And sure enough, after a couple of minutes, we start getting our first glimpse of them walking down.
How weird was your reaction?
I know you've been waiting.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
she just said she's super excited, she said.
Once again, we are connected onto a phone call with Yokes and listening in. This time, though, we're using earphones for more precise listening because every word uttered will be important.
All right, a little right, this way.
I swear, I can't wait to see what kind of reaction she will give to seeing a Corolla instead of a Ferrari.
Right here.
Aaliyah,
Aaliyah, you ready?
Yes.
You ready to see your new car?
Yes.
All right.
I'm so excited to see her expression. I know, right?
Ta-da!
You're joking, right?
No, it's got you the Ferrari you wanted.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Damn, so she is obviously not impressed with this car at all.
I'm not feeling her. I don't like her. She gonna fail. I can already feel it. Look at this car. It's beautiful.
Oh,
I'm not
damn.
fucking with you. It's yours.
I don't need this one.
What do you mean? Come on. It's a Ferrari. Look, it's got 4 wheels.
For some reason, I expected Aaliyah to be mad. But to be honest, it sounds like she's being a really good sport about our joke.
This is the new model. Check it out.
Well, I'll be on the
This is a
ground
Ferrari.
laughing my
Like,
butt
I've got a
off.
Ferrari times 10.
Okay, whoa. Don't you insult Les's car like that, Aaliyah. You have absolutely no right.
Damn, okay, what kind of car she driving? That's better than
Fight her.
I was expecting a Ferrari. What happened?
So the joke has gone on long enough, and now Yokes decides to come clean.
I was kidding with you. I've got the Ferrari right here.
Okay, so what does Yokes mean by this? Well, remember at the dealership how Yokes supposedly signs for the Lambo? Well, the papers in his hands are some of those exact forms, but this
Oh, he
time
took the papers.
for a
He got
Ferrari.
papers.
All you got to do to make it yours
That's actually pretty
is sign
smart.
right
They
there.
showed the
Check it out.
legitimacy.
No jokes.
No jokes. Read it. Look.
So because the forms are legit and actually from the dealership, Aaliyah can't even question the integrity of them. Like they're real forms.
All we got to do is go to the dealership with your signature, and the car's yours.
Cool. let's get to it then.
It looks like she's buying it.
Perfect. With Aaliyah believing that she is so close to the Ferrari, it's now the perfect time for Yokes to ask her on a date.
Before we sign this paperwork, though, Aaliyah, I don't know if you can tell or not. Obviously, I'm attracted to you. I kind of like you. And I wanted to know if you had a boyfriend.
If she denies you, what you gonna say,
Hold
bro?
on, how much?
I just want to make sure that you don't have a boyfriend. Are you in a relationship right now, is my question?
Yeah, but why does that matter?
No.
She just admitted that she was in a relationship, which is a great sign.
Yeah, so
Great sign.
It's a really great sign, and definitely must be giving Dylan some hope back. But this test isn't over just yet.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but, you know, if I'm going to get this $200,000 car, you know, for technically we just met, you know, you're kind of a stranger, but I just want to know that we're going to be able to use it together and have fun with it, you know. If you have a boyfriend, you might get jealous or, you know.
Babe, I'm just genuinely being nice.
But we can still have fun.
But I wouldn't get someone a car. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I want to make absolute sure that this is what you want.
Okay. What do you need to make sure of?
Are you with him? You know, what are your feelings for him? Because I kind of like you, obviously. I want to take you on dates, but if you have a boyfriend...
It's really not that big of a deal.
So, wait, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? Like, do you want me to break up with him?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I don't want you to
Pretty much,
break up with him.
Okay, so maybe Yokes isn't directly saying it, but he is implying it. And it's
Yeah,
clear that
it's-
Aaliyah senses and knows this, otherwise she wouldn't have asked that question.
The decision's up to you. Like I said, me and you can possibly have a relationship in the future.
You want to date me, and I should drop my boyfriend.
Again, guys, based on this question, it proves that Aaliyah knows exactly what Yokes is implying. She knows that he wants to date her, but that she can't because she has a boyfriend. And I think it's also safe to assume that she knows if she rejects Yokes, there's a possibility that she also will lose the Ferrari. I know it's a tough spot that we might have put her in, but I also know that she knows what the right thing to do is.
I was really thinking about breaking up with him pretty soon.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we really haven't been on the same page lately. We're kind of incompatible at this point. I don't need that.
And you're sure about that?
You trifling.
Yeah,
You trifling.
Pretty sure you gotta be 100% sure, because when you sign this, it's like signing your life away.
So Aaliyah just claimed that she was already planning on breaking up with Dylan. But
Really?
to be honest, how truthful is that statement?
I think I'm willing to sign my life away to something like this.
For a Ferrari.
Yeah.
For a sticking car.
So did
Well,
Aaliyah
car-
accept Yokes'
come
offer
on.
because she was already planning on breaking up with Dylan, or did the possibility of losing the Ferrari have something to do with it? With his job
I
now
got
done,
this
though,
second.
Yokes now invites her to sit on the bench with him to look at some pictures of her new car.
I mean, is there more that you want to hear? Like, I think, I mean, what is that? What does that say to
Now
you?
I'm worried.
Later today, we can go pick
about
it
my
up. Now we got the
future.
paperwork. I wanted to show you some pictures of it first.
She's planning on already dumping you, which I don't think it's true. I just think that she just says that right now because she wants the Ferrari, but there is no Ferrari. But still, the simple fact that she says that.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
Yes.
That's the one, huh?
Yes.
I know. I tricked you with that one. This is the real one.
Give me your thoughts on everything. What are you feeling right now?
So I just feel betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, spent all this time in this relationship, and then she's just gonna do that to me? Because I think I've been doing a great job as a boyfriend. But apparently there's something wrong.
That's the thing that sucks, to be honest. Is literally like you invest so much time into like a person, and then like for them to just drop you just like that. Damn.
To her credit, Aaliyah did ghost Yokes after phase number 1, and she did bring up the fact that she had a boyfriend in this phase. But regardless, in the end, the results are the same. She has failed this test.
Again, she has a boyfriend.
Right. She does.
So she shouldn't be willing to just give it up for a car.
No, of course not. Of course not. That's what's crazy. Like, she literally valued that car or the Ferrari, the fake Ferrari, over you.
Over me.
She valued that car over you.
I mean, yeah, these are really cool looking and expensive, but at the end of the day, they're just aluminum, iron, glass, rubber, plastic, and steel. Whereas to a person who actually loves and cares for you, that's priceless.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to go out there and confront her? Do you want me to?
Yes.
You want to?
I want to know why.
So that's the next step.
That's the next step.
You want to go out there? You want to confront her?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Let me set up this camera.
Perfect.
Don't step out yet. Let me
Perfect.
set up this camera.
So without further ado, Dylan want to have the opportunity to confront Aaliyah and get whatever's on his chest off. So at this point in the video, if you guys are not munching on Takis how you're supposed to be, or if you guys already finished your bag, then you better go run and grab another one because you guys already know. This shit's gonna be good.
I feel bad for the man.
All right. So what do we do?
Spectrum se compromete a ofrecer los mejores productos y servicios al mejor precio. Es por eso que estamos duplicando nuestra velocidad de internet inicial a 200 megabits por segundo. Es la velocidad inicial más rápida disponible por ese precio. El doble de velocidad, el mismo precio bajo. Spectrum Internet.
Do you want me to pull up a little closer, or do we get off from here and walk? She's gonna see you like almost immediately. Like once she spots you, she spots you. She's probably gonna spot you like halfway through the parking lot. You want to do it from here? Okay.
Stay strong.
You're really just gonna treat me like that, Aaliyah? You're just gonna treat me like I'm nothing, like I don't mean anything to you?
Aaliyah, my name is Sergio, and we're actually filming for a show right now.
Don't you even try to play dumb.
No one's turning anything
Aaliyah,
off.
so we're actually filming for a small show on YouTube. It's called Catching Gold Diggers, and basically we wanted to find out if you would end up using or cheating on your boyfriend.
I don't care. I didn't do anything. I didn't cheat. Stop recording.
Yes, you did.
We did.
Stop fucking lying.
She's
You recorded everything that you did. If you did nothing wrong, you wouldn't be acting all scared and acting guilty as hell right now.
I'm not running away from anything. I just don't want to be on any stupid show for something you're assuming I did.
Yes, you did. Stop fucking lying. We recorded everything that you did with this dude right here
You're
on
fucking
camera.
tripping because I didn't do shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everything was recorded, Aaliyah. We got everything on camera. Like there's nothing to deny or anything.
I don't
Cameras.
give a fuck what you have on your cameras. I didn't do anything, so you can't say that I did something when I didn't do shit. Like, I don't know what you're fucking tripping right now.
Nothing matters to you, huh? You don't care about our relationship or anything that I did for you? You can give 2 fucks about any of that, right?
Dylan, I've done so much for you too, but you don't see me rubbing it in your face or setting you up for a fucking show.
I don't think he's trying to...
Go ahead and set me up. I'm not afraid of being tested because I don't play games like you. I'll stay loyal to you no matter what. And I'm not trying to throw anything in your face, Aaliyah. I just think it's common sense to be appreciative of what others do for you.
I am appreciative. Who said that I wasn't?
Well, shit, this is how you show your appreciation? By spreading your legs to someone because of their money?
Oh, fuck you too, Dylan.
Okay, cool. I don't even know why the hell you're all mad at me for when you're not the one who just got used and played right now.
I'm mad because you're pathetic. You know that? You have no confidence or self-esteem that you have to set me up for some fucking show just to see if I'll trade you for another guy.
Well, I'm glad I did. Because look what happened. You did end up trading me. So what the hell does that tell you about yourself?
Well, it tells me that I go for guys who are more confident, who aren't pathetic, like you.
No, it says that
you're a gold digger.
You know what? I'm done. I don't even want to say anymore.
This is dumb.
That was crazy.
And with that, Aaliyah walks away, I'm assuming back to her car. And Dylan, who became a little emotional, decides to take some space to himself for a couple of moments.
He's mad, dude.
No, he is. I wanna give him space. See, because when you confront someone, when this just happens and you confront this person, like on the spot right then and there, it's like you really don't know what to say and your emotions are going. Yeah, so I wanna give him space.
That ended quick.
Is she really trying to play dumb?
She is either the biggest gold digger in the world or the most gullible person in the world.
I think she's a little bit of both, honestly.
I really thought, we were hitting it off too. That's the thing. That hurts the most. But I guess not.
I mean, look at it this way, Dylan. You're what, 19? You're 19, man. You're still young.
And at least you know now.
And now and you know what it is, man, is every time you go through something traumatic in your life, you learn from it and you gain experience from it. So we got you.
True. Take notes, y'all.
Oh, it's gonna be all right.
Don't worry.
Let's go home, though. Oh, look at this. Look at this handshake. Oh, look.
Oh, dude.
You gotta come down to my level. Whatever. Crouch. Or here, let's do this.
There we go.
There we go.
That makes more sense.
Keep digging. Well, he done exposed a gold digger. I can't believe this. And she actually tried to play dumb. I have hope for this girl. I actually have hope for her. My God, that just goes to show you gotta be careful who you messing with, man. That just goes to show you. And she actually want to play dumb, bro. They literally just recorded her throughout the entire time they've been with her. Well, no, you guys get my drift, but man, I hope I don't run into a girl like that. I really don't want to. And I'm not just saying all girls are like this. Sometimes it's dudes. Just be, for men and women, be careful who you get with. Okay, just, I got no words. Just be breezy.